like space or something. Oh no, not space. It'll prompt you. He's doing it.
Oh my god, he ate my head.
Sorry, it's still there when he lets go.
It makes it spookier.
Also, if something hunts us before the 5 minutes are up, at least on amateur, then it's a demon arrow 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 amateur, then...
Alright, whatever.
I asked the ghost for a taco and I didn't get one.
Could you leave me alone? I'm just trying to touch myself. I'm not gonna buy every skin, just the ones I like.
Boy.
Oh, you know what? The abomination that is Jonathan? The Dead by Daylight character, not our friend?
I specifically...
Hey everybody, just working on a camera issue. Give me 1 second. Hopefully you can all hear me through the mic. One second. Just scooch your chair back.
Yeah, Mom can hear us.
So if I unplug this, does the light on the camera go off?
Yes.
So now, I go here, and I go deactivate, and then activate.
Ah.
There we go. Alright, hey everybody.
Ooh. I'm rolling over the magic carpet.
Uh-oh, she's rolling over
shoot.
the magic carpet.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm good.
Hey everybody, I am Brunerd, and I'm here with my wonderful wife, the Bees Books, or the Bumble Librarian, where she is known in different places. And we're here yet again to talk about books.
Do I have to stop reading?
Yeah, you have to stop reading. Alright, so what do we have to drink tonight?
What do we have to drink tonight? Well, I have a small coffee from Dunkin'.
Small coffee from Dunkin'. Don't you have to go to bed soon?
Yes. It is mocha and butter pecan. But I got a
Alright.
small, so
And I am drinking a double IPA from a wonderful place up in Maine called Lone Pine Brewery. And it is called Glitterbeard.
but you don't have a beard.
It'll come back.
Oh.
It's coming back with a vengeance.
Are you drinking this because you miss your beard and you really, really want your beard back?
That, and it's really good.
Is it
Although
actually glittery?
it made me think it was gonna have edible glitter inside of it. It does not.
Is it just the can?
It's just the can.
Oh, that's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah. There is one called Unicorn Farts.
Oh, is that the one that you had at the esports place?
No.
Oh.
There's another one. There's one called Unicorn Farts that is actual glitter beer.
Oh, okay.
So, what new releases are coming out?
Okay, so I actually came up with 4 of them.
Only 4?
Okay, short notice. I did not plan very well this week again. But, so, the first 2 came out, today's the 2 days ago, so on Tuesday. So at least it's not like earlier in the month, it's just earlier in the week, because I forgot about them last week. So the first one is called 0 Days by Ruth Ware. So so she's a thriller author. I say thriller person, but that doesn't make any sense to my head either.
Thriller.
Yeah. So she's written a bunch of thrillers. They are mostly take place in England, and this one I have no idea what it's about. But she's one of my. I know I'm selling this book awesome, but that's not why we're here. So, but this book is well, she is actually one of my like go-to authors. So, what are you doing?
Hold on.
You're driving me crazy. Can you bring the screen back?
Yeah.
Thank you. Would you stop messing around?
Okay. I was gonna put your books on the screen.
Oh, you can do that.
I
Never
can
mind.
do that.
Yeah, he can do that.
So let me go here and delete this.
Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. I have a better thing set up for next week, hopefully.
Display capture 1, maybe? No.
Hey, Mom, how y'all like how that looks? I knew you'd say something about that one, Mom. Now we'll try again next week. I think you should just give up.
Hold on. I gotcha.
Wonderful. I know, it's making you dizzy. It's making me dizzy as well, Mom.
And then I'm just gonna shrink it.
Bye. Yuck. Cover your face.
That's fine. There we go.
Hold on, I'm gonna at least move this one so that at least that's... Okay, so the first... Can they see my mouse? No.
Yeah.
Kind
they
of.
can.
Well, it's a white background, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Anyway, so the first book is the Ruth Ware book. I want to scroll up a little bit. There we go. Okay. 0 Days. So she is actually one of my automatic buy authors, or at least automatic. I'm probably gonna end up buying her author, like buying one of her books, or somehow getting the book. The next one is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I own a lot of his books. I've yet to read any of them, but my best friend Erin loves his books, and I think Melissa does too. So, and the, what?
I went to type in the Bumble Librarian, and it came, the first response was the Bumble Liberal.
The Only One Left is also an early, we know it's going to be Book of the Month Club add-on. So, last week I talked about the Allie Hazelwood, Love Theoretically, is an early add-on which is already in my cart, and this one just got released, I want to say, last week, this week, that it was going to be Book of the Month Club, so I'll be adding that one to my cart as well.
Definitely not liberal.
Mother. Just... So... Those are my 2 books. So those are both thrillers. So I'm very excited for them. I think they said that the Only One Left took place in the 1920s and then like the 80s as well. Like I think it's just gonna be like a dual timeline. Past that, I have no idea what it's about. I didn't really read into it. I just saw who wrote it, and I'm like, okay, I'll probably read it. So the next 2 actually come out in July, which was. I wrote it down. July 11th for the Catherine Center, Hello Stranger, and then July 25th for Everyone is Lying, Sherry Liebna. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but
Lepna.
I don't know. But so Catherine Center, this is going to be like assuming a rom-com or a contemporary romance, so not a smut book. It'll be, if there's anything, it'll probably be closed door. But she wrote a book last summer that was I got through Book of the Month Club, and that was The Bodyguard, and I read that in August, and the reason why I remember the date is because that's when you had your kidney stone issue. And I read that when we were in urgent care, and I loved that book. And then there was a crazy corgi stalker lady in that book, and it made me love her. So, and then I actually posted about it on Instagram, and then she commented on my book. It was really exciting.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Not your kidney stone.
in the hospital there was
No.
a
No, sorry. No,
Corgi
the
stalker.
Bodyguard was about had a crazy corgi stalker lady in it, and then I posted about the book on Instagram, how much I really liked it, and then the author, Catherine Center, commented on my post, and I was really excited. So this one right here looks really good, and I'm excited. I don't know what that one's about either. See, this is good book reviews I don't know anything about. And the other one is another thriller. I have no idea what that one's about either. So I'll get better at these.
Yeah, you got this.
I just look to see what authors I know are coming out with new books. I don't actually ever really read synopses. Maybe I might have to start doing that.
She just looks at the pretty covers.
I do.
They're
They're pretty much all pretty covers. I mean, minus the top two. They're not the greatest looking covers. They're intriguing covers. They're not pretty covers. But
do you have any more pictures on here that you want to show, or?
Nope, those are the only ones I found in the last half hour.
All right. So then I will turn off the display capture.
Hot guys.
Yeah, there's one right here.
I will find next week, Mom. I might try to find some hot guy books. Maybe not new releases, just in general books to read.
Okay.
Your
My beard brush.
Okay.
So, what do you mean by summer reads when you talk about your summer reading list?
So, summer reads. So for me, they're beach reads, which I may or may not actually read them on the beach, because I'd have to go to a beach. But they're kind of more that don't take a whole lot of energy to figure out what's going on.
What's up?
What's up?
How's it going, Jonathan?
It doesn't take a whole lot of energy, brain power to read the book, enjoy the book. So fun, light reads. It could be the settings at the beach, or thrillers. I don't know. For some reason, I really like thrillers in the summertime, and rom-coms, and yes, even smut books will count towards this because you can never go wrong with smut books. But
you
just
hear that, Jonathan? Write a smut book. She'll love you forever.
I already love him forever. So that's kind of what I mean. Just light reads, nothing super heavy. No.
My next book.
Yes. Nothing super heavy. No fantasies, which I don't read them anyway. But books that would have to create like a world of its own that I have to figure out what they're talking about. Because thrillers, I don't figure out what's happening until it point blank tells me at the end of the book anyway. So.
Yeah, and she doesn't have a vivid imagination when
Spell
it comes
it out for
to
me.
when it comes to
Words.
something like maybe playing D&D or something.
Yeah.
She can't, because she just doesn't see what people are doing.
Seeing is believing. Okay.
All right. So the open library prompts, what are those about? What
Okay,
do you
so-
got?
Oh, we're gonna make that bigger. I can't even see that. Can you make that bigger over there on that screen? Because I don't know how to do that. Oh, good. I'm blind. Okay, perfect. Yes.
Now it's big enough for Mama B to read.
I know, Mom. I'd have you be able to read it next time. We'll fix it for next week. Oh, can I X out of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I changed it. Okay, so I decided I need to challenge myself, and on top of all my other challenges that I talked about last week, I do a quarterly reading challenge where I'm on a team for the next 3 months, and each month we get new prompts. I maybe do 2 of the whole prompts of this whole thing. So, but this one is the July catalog, so they kind of do it all library themed, and the points and everything. It's really confusing, and I don't actually understand how most of it works, but I like going for their prompts. So, did we want to put this up there so they can? I don't know if I'd be able to.
There?
Where, here?
No, the little eye that's crossed out.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Not that you can really, really see it, but I made it a little bit bigger. I think if I do. Okay. So this one is the July catalog, and they kind of go by different point rankings. So Um, each of them, so the 15 points is a destination Europe, destination Africa. GN means graphic novel with a non-US author or illustrator, traveling with a disability, and suggested for book travel only.
Did you find out if that means that they can allow manga, or is it specifically graphic novels?
I forgot to ask.
Okay.
I'll get back to you guys on that one. I forgot to ask that question. We haven't gone into our teams yet, so I don't know who to ask yet, so I'll figure that out. Then the next one is the Open Library Rack from 2020, Spice Rack, Explore Your Backyard. That's what I was thinking. That I was thinking the same exact thing.
That's what I was thinking, but then again, most manga are written by a person who lives outside the United States, so they'd be very easy to find.
Yeah. Explore Your Backyard, Summer Storms, book featuring your favorite, the Open Library theme. In the 5-point catalog, Sonder, Desire Lines, Ramble, Meander, Escapade, Festival, Skyline, Spacation, Discover, and Rome.
Okay.
So, made myself a cheat sheet because I'm like, what do they mean by these? So, this is taken directly from their page. So, right here, I didn't even read any of these yet. Okay, let's see here. So, books for all the destination prompts should be authored by a person from and based in the destination location whenever possible. However, we understand that publishing is a privilege, and often diverse authors, especially indigenous individuals, face difficulty with publishing. We acknowledge that authors from countries base their stories on missed locations from their countries, and if so, books can be fantasy based. Additionally, authors may set books in the Western world because they are more likely to get published. Please be conscious to not whitewash these prompts for the sake of easy access, and truly look for books that are representative of the authors and countries that are based within these destinations. So, good thing they give us a bunch of time to find these books, because I actually am going to do my best to follow these kind of how they want us to do them.
Destination Europe.
Minus Europe.
It's not authored by somebody from Europe. I don't think Dan Brown's from Europe, but any of his books are based in like Paris.
My Ruth Ware books are all based in Europe, and she lives there. So I'm not. Europe is not the one I'm worried about. It's actually. Thanks. So then the next one is Africa, which I had actually just read an Africa book in February, book based in Africa and by an African author. So I'm gonna attempt to find another one because it was really good. So it's the same type of thing, just this one has to be by an author in Africa. At least they give us a. And also, additionally, we recommend that you check the World Population Review for what countries are on what continent. So.
Well. Yeah.
It's a good idea. I don't want to be that person. Geography might not be the strongest skill of mine. So graphic novels for this prompt should feature a non-US based / identified author or illustrator whenever possible. We understand that this prompt may be difficult and will allow authors who identify as both outside and inside the U.S., for example, Pakistani American, Mexican American, Cuban American, etc. As always, graphic novels should be YA or adult unless prior approval is received by the team. So that's just why I have to ask them.
I have plenty of adult graphic novels.
You're not funny. Okay. Traveling with a disability. I don't know why I put a space right there. Characters, traveling with a disability, characters in books for this prompt should be self-identifying as disabled or identified by the author as disabled. Discussion about or featuring traveling with a disability should be an important plot point.
Okay. That'll be fun to find.
Yes. I don't know about that one yet. Still. Suggested for book travel only. With the increased ability to hear indigenous voices, the impact of climate change and the growing population of people on our planet is becoming clear that population destinations such as Hawaii, Mount Everest, Iceland, Machu Picchu, and other tourist stops are being irreparably damaged. There are also vacation-based trips that should be avoided completely, such as cruises. Others, I don't know what that's there, but other spaces that are meant to be honorable and commemorative visits, such as concentration camps. Okay, do not go to Chernobyl. Whatever you do, do not go there. That is not supposed to be commemorative, and you should not. You can't go there. That is so. I don't understand this. I do have a book about Chernobyl, but
Well, they are saying that it's
That-
someplace you can't go.
no, they're saying that you shouldn't go, are meant to be honorable and commemorative visits.
Yeah, they're saying you shouldn't go there, except for in a book.
Oh, I totally read that wrong. I was like, oh my gosh, I was freaking. I was like, no, do not go there. I mean, but the 9/11 sites are okay. Anyway, don't go to Chernobyl. It's radioactive still. Let's be realistic here. But I can go there. I have a book on that one. Or 9/11 sites are repeatedly disrespected. For this prompt, we'd like you to pick some place you've always wanted to visit, but haven't, and may choose not to. I choose not to go to Chernobyl. I don't want to die. We'd like you to focus on vacation trips, respectful visits, and not on trauma porn. I don't know what that last part means,
Okay.
but there's that one. So, sorry about my rant about Chernobyl and radioactivity. I like those kind of books. Okay, moving on. See here, for 10 points, let's see how many of these I also may or may not accomplish. So the Open Library Recs for 2020. So they had, back in 2020, I guess they had done like a poll or I don't know, something. And they have a bunch of recs for like different types of authors. So I just pulled a few of the authors that I knew just from the sight of their name, not necessarily too much about anything. So these aren't necessarily what I'm going to go with, but I most likely already have their book or have access to the books. So Helen Hang, she's a neurodivergent or disabled author. Sarah J. Maas is a female author. Frederick Beckman is a male author. Not authors, there's only one person. Forgot that. And Casey McQuiston identifies other than cisgender. So I think I actually have all their books. Sarah J. Maas is a fantasy. If I do that one, that will be on audio. Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said doo-doo.
Spice rack. For this prompt, we'd like you to pick the spice of your preference. Ooh. Can I do Carolina Reaper, but not actually eat the pepper?
No, you gotta eat the pepper.
I giggled at doo-doo. So did we. Okay. For this prompt, we'd like you to pick the spice of your preference and get in touch with your inner kink. Oh, this will be an easy one.
Yeah, it's vanilla ice cream.
Choose any diverse romance. It's your choice. Don't forget that books don't have to have on-page spice to qualify as romance. Those are the boring kind. Just if your kink is no kink, that's okay too. At the Open Library, diverse is identified.
Is defined.
Is defined, not defined, whatever. As someone that
Yes, like garlic spice.
that self-identifies as being a part of BIPOC. Two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and/or questioning, intersex, asexual, and plus. I just wrote out the definition so that way I would actually be able to know that one. And then disabled, ethno-religious, or neurodivergent communities. So, that'll
Like
be
me.
But you don't have a book.
I could.
You don't.
It would be very bad, but I could.
Go away. Okay. Yes, thank you, Jonathan. I knew what it meant, and I completely forgot to define that one. Thank you. So, BIPOC is Black, Indigenous, Person of Color. Hi, Dad. So, explore your backyard. Books for this prompt should be set in your area, which may be close to your home, regional, or national.
Hi, Dad.
So that should be an easy one.
Yeah.
I can read anything that takes place in the U.S., New York. I don't know.
We have Haunted Saratoga.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to read on Saratoga in July. I want to find more books though that are like in our region that isn't Haunted Saratoga.
Well, you could read that Alex and Eliza, because that's part of it's set here.
I have wanted to read that one. I do have
part of it's set in Albany and Schuylerville.
That's true. Schuylerville is in our backyard. Really in our backyard. Okay. Summer Storms includes complex relationships. Aren't all relationships complex?
Yeah. Except for ours.
Yeah, except for ours. A major plot point or character dynamic should include complex relationships.
I know, right?
See, this is why I do this, because he knows exactly what I should read half the time and I don't listen. Plus, he knows most of the books that I have.
Yeah.
Because he has to find them for me.
Yeah, when she loses them.
So, let's see here. Includes complex relationships. A major plot point or character dynamic should include complex relationships. Complex relationships are those that have many different and connected parts.
Oh, so you can read one of your reverse harems.
Yeah. Let's see here. A book featuring your favorite The Open Library theme. Famous fictional schools, holiday celebrations, choose your own adventure, explore the multiverse. I'm not doing that one. Of sci-fi, battle of the music genres, whodunit, creatures of legend, vibe with us. Ooh, that sounds not good. Everything but the kitchen sink, give me more space. How does your literary garden grow? And Q3 theme, which should be this one, which is like traveling.
Oh, you should totally do the choose your own adventure. We'll find a Goosebumps book that has choose your own adventure. Those are always fun.
Maybe we'll see about that. Okay. Last but not least, we've got 5 points. So these are kind of more of like the interpretation prompts. Sonder, the realization that each passerby is living a life as complex as your own. Desire lines, undesignated pathways that are created by people frequently walking them, i.e. random trails in parks, cutting across the grass instead of the cemented walkway. Ramble, walk for pleasure, typically without a defiance definitely definite. Intermission. Oh, there must be a ad.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Meander. I like the word meander. Following a winding course. Escapade, an act or incident involving excitement, daring, or adventure. Festival, a day or period of celebration, usually annually or on an anniversary, sometimes involving a series of similar performances/displays. Skyline, an outline of land and buildings defined against the sky. So I'll find a book of a skyline on the cover. Spacation, a vacation centered around a spa experience. Discover, find something, often unexpectedly, in the course of a search. Roam, move about or travel aimlessly or unsymmetrically, especially over a wide area. So those are my prompts. I won't get to all of them. I might get to 2 of them.
You'll try.
I'll try. We'll keep you updated to see how it goes.
Okay, and what book do you have there?
Oh, what book do I have here? I have Lucy Folly and the Paris Apartment. So I actually said I was never going to buy this book because I didn't care for her 2 previous books I attempted to read. I really like this one actually. This one, I'm on page 93 right now. And I have not had a struggle to try to get into this book. It's really good. This one is a locked room, I guess you could say. It's a locked room type of thriller. So far, it's about, sorry about that. So far, it's about a girl named Jess, and she calls up her brother, half brother, and says that she needs a place to stay. He's like, "Oh, I guess it's not a really good time. Don't come right now." And she's like, "Oh, I'm already on my way," basically. And now it's he's disappeared, so we don't know where he is. That's in the preface of the book, and the prologue. I mean, not the preface. Pretty sure she called it the prologue. Yeah, the prologue, not the preface. In the prologue, and now she's just kind of meeting all the people. So I'm assuming all the apartments are like on one floor, like the whole apartment takes up one floor. So there's the first floor, the second floor. She's on the third floor. There's a fourth floor, and then there's the penthouse. And so each of the floors has someone else, someone living on it in their apartment. And then there's the groundskeeper, the concierge, I think is what they call it. And she lives in a cottage on the grounds. And so she's just meeting everyone. But every time, like, she says, "Hey, my brother is Ben," they're like, "Oh, that's not good." Like, so can't trust her. So it's really interesting to kind of see what's going on. Maybe we'll find out what happened to her brother. I don't know for sure. And then, is this the one?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to take that down. Okay. Oh, look at your face is back.
I know, right? You can see my logo on my hat.
That's right. Yeah. So, this is a good book. Hopefully. We'll see. It's already better than the other two that I attempted to read, so yeah, that's going for that.
Anything else you wanted to talk about while we're here?
Nope, I think it's you, right? Look at that. So, I have not got any new book mail recently, but you did.
Yeah.
So, what did you get in your box?
So, I ordered I take part in the Manga Spice Cafe box. Basically, they send me a box every month. It has a theme, and in that box, I get 3 manga. I get snacks from Japan, Vietnam, China, all sorts of different Asian places. Indonesia was one of them.
Was a lot of them this month.
Yeah, this month was a lot of Indonesia and the Philippines.
Yep.
And each month has a theme. I think this month's theme was action. But the 3 manga I got are Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. It looks like it's going to be an interesting book. You want to read what it's about on the back?
Sure. Welcome to Demon School. Hopeless pushover. You're going to make me say the names. That's why you wanted me to read this. You jerk face. Irma Suzuki.
Iruma Suzuki.
Sure. Has found him. Oh, it's a dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was a girl's name.
It's Iruma.
Iruma. Found himself in a devil's in red and italicized, of a predicament. His trashy parents have sold off his soul, and he now has to live and attend a school in the netherworld. But with his unique survival skills and doting demon grandfather's support, Iruma will surely make it through this hellish experience. He'll just need to subjugate.
Yep.
I don't know what that word means. Rival classmates, summon familiars, and more, all while never revealing that he's human. Easy as basically alpha, beta, gamma, right?
Yeah.
But it's not those words, and those are red and italicized. Okay. Welcome to Demon School.
Then, the Shaman King is back with Shaman King Flowers.
There we go. There's that one. This one's hard to read. Okay, so a new era blooms. 14 years after the shaman fight, the legacy of Yo Akira lives in Funbari Hill. His son, Hannah, inherits the family's powers, but that's a big burden on an aspiring shaman. Hannah also faces another challenge. two mysterious descendants from a distant branch of the Escura family tree. The journey continues for Hannah and the next generation of shamans. Sequel to the best-selling Shaman King series.
Okay. And then the final one, the one
Not
that I
really-
was
those
no
aren't
no
really-
boobies in this
No
one.
boobies.
So this one, Jonathan, you may recognize. Mike may have watched Full Metal Alchemist years ago, but this book is called Daemons of the Shadow Realm, and as you can tell by the art, it is by the same person who did Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay. Ancient Daemons
Yep.
awaken to fight a new battle in an age-old war. In a remote in a remote mountain village under the watchful eyes of two stone guardians. I was like, watchful eyes? What is like watchful eye? And I realized that I needed to keep on reading. Context. Okay. Sorry. Why isn't that capitalized? That's so weird. Oh, it's a comma. That's why. I thought it was a period. The young Euro contentedly lives off the land while staying close to the other family he has left. Asa? A-S-A-A. Mom, isn't that a,
Asa.
Asa? Isn't that like how we have a family member that was kind of spelled something like that? Anyway. His precious twin sister, Asa, meanwhile carries out a mysterious duty on behalf of the village while locked in a cage. While, how do you say it?
Asa.
Asa. I want to say Asa. Asa, a prisoner? Question mark. And what other secrets does Euro's other idyllic home hide? Question mark.
So I'm looking forward to that one. It is actually a Square Enix manga, so it's made by the video game company.
It is. See, Aisha. So that's a dude.
That was
It's spelled
Oh.
the same way. It's just two different pronunciations.
Duty. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. Looking forward to reading all of them, but especially this one because I feel like it's going to have some of that Full Metal Alchemist twists and humor to
Is
it.
that the one with the corgi?
No,
That's definitely the wrong one.
no, that is
Never mind.
Cowboy Bebop.
Dang it! I tried. I have no idea anything. I feel like I've heard of Full Metal Alchemist. Does that count for anything?
Edward Elric, Alchemy,
I have no idea.
kid with a giant suit, kid who's inside a giant suit of armor.
Points for trying. See, I try. So last week I think we had talked about you reading. I don't remember what it's called.
In Nightfall.
In Nightfall. Nightfall?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the town, right?
Yeah.
In Nightfall. So last week you said that you were really close to getting to the part where you could open up the prize thing. So, did you get that far?
I did. I got to page 164. I'm still reading. I'm close to getting my next. Getting to open my next package.
What do you think it's going to be?
The
Next
one, I don't know yet.
Okay.
But this
So show what
was
the box looks like.
this was the box.
So, just for everyone, before he continues, this is from Once Upon a Book Club, and this was the YA one from a couple months ago. Go on.
So you can see that it says page 164. It has like little heart-shaped glasses because that's what the girls were wearing in the book. So I open it up, and it actually has something to do with the part I left off on in the book. And the part that I left off on is the girl was drunk and she stumbled onto a sand dune, and there she found a severed hand that was that had a watch connected to it.
So,
And that's the watch that they gave me. It actually says Nightfall on the watch itself. But you can see they did the whole severed hand there.
Do you think the watch actually works?
I'm hoping it does.
Because now you have a new watch.
Yeah.
So, and we can reuse the box for something else because no one's going to need to know what page 164 means.
Exactly.
See,
But-
Mom, I'm going to reuse stuff for you.
But that was a pretty cool thing. I was just hoping it wouldn't be anything like that I wouldn't be able to use.
Okay, that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten one that's like this. It's from a Titanic book, and it's like this giant red person.
Yeah, I think.
I think I donated that one because I'm like, I'm never gonna actually use that. But it's fun to see what else we're gonna get from our other boxes.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
So far the book is really good. I think my next one is page 204, maybe 206. So once I get there, I will have my next gift to show everybody.
I think next month I'm gonna try to read one of mine because it'll go for my other reading challenge that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I forgot to talk. I'll talk about that one too. But you can go on if you want. Do you want to talk about anything else? I don't think there's anything else that we had planned.
Well, tomorrow we're going to a thing that. Well, not tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
Saturday.
Tomorrow I have to work.
Tomorrow she has to work.
Oh, and I have to go yard sale shopping for Mom because Mom, do you want me to show what you made this weekend? I'll get that if you want me to.
I'll go get it.
I know, but I'm gonna wait for her to comment to say if she wants me to or not. But while I wait for Mom to answer me, I have one more. Sure, she said.
Okay, I'll go get them.
Okay. So while he gets that, I'm gonna talk real quick about my reading challenge through one of my Facebook groups. And this one I get points for it, and there's actually like a winner, and the winner gets a prize at the end, whereas the loser then I have to buy the prize. So I hope my team wins. So these points are actually like pretty good points. So genres plus 25 points, and you get fiction and nonfiction, so everyone gets a bonus, and this goes by Amazon page count. Cover plus 25 points, 50% or more, red, blue, white, gold. Inclusions are water, fireworks, bathing suits, and 50% naked characters. Characters are 25 points, lifeguard, military, first responders, mafia, because why the fuck not? Parents, LGBTQ plus main characters, inclusions, dragons, and sea monsters. Locations, 25 points, islands, Florida, New Jersey. I don't know why New Jersey's part of it, but it's okay. California, Mexico. Yo-ho, Mexico. Inclusions, water parks and resorts, swimming pools, beaches, and any body of water or beach. So that made me think about the book box that I had gotten that is the Emily Henry Happy Place, which came... Oh, there's something stuck to my leg. Ow. There's tape. That was the Happy Place, and it's a bright pink cover, so I won't cover... But there's people in bathing suits and swimming, and I'm really excited. That's a good beach read book. And she also wrote the book called Beach Read that I haven't read yet either, which is also on my list. But next week I'll go over what my list is. So, did you want to also... So my mom made these. They're from books that I was going to donate, so it's... We might have to glue that one. But anyway, so my mom made these. So we're going to get them... So this is going to be a tree, and that's a diamond-shaped one. I hang onto the tree without the stem yet. Because I got this one at not a yard sale, at a craft show that I did. And so I just got to find bases for the Christmas tree.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. Gets me out of having to hold more books around that she's not going to read.
So.
And most of them were all paperback, like mass market paperback books. So,
I'm too blind to read those now.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, so that's what my mom.
Back.
We'll put them back to keep them safe. So that is my mom's new adventure. Now that she is retiring tomorrow, is her last day, and she took actually a whole Target bag of books off my hands. So she'll be doing that. So I'm going to yard sales. Hopefully tomorrow after work to see if I can find any candlestick holder thingamajiggies or cheap books that they're getting rid of anyway.
Okay.
So, coming to a craft show near Saratoga. Maybe that's what I go to.
So since we have him in our chat,
Oh yeah,
we have a famous author in our chat.
we do.
We've got 2 of his books right here. My Pocket of Fears and My Silent Cacophony.
Oh.
I've got the 3rd one coming soon. Very excited. I'm getting the actual the collection in a hardcover book, so it'll be nice looking on my shelf and everything.
Our shelf, you mean?
But if you haven't read his stuff, Jonathan C. Ashline, you definitely should check it out.
I actually started finally reading My Pocket of Fears. I think I left off about like a third of the way.
How much is just the hardcover, Jonathan?
So, I can't wait to actually finish reading this. So this will be my goal for the rest of summer is to read.
JonathanAshline.com.
Awesome! To read this, so the 2 books are my goal to read them this summer. So they'll be part of my beach reads inside the house so I don't destroy the books.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the, is that the link to Lemon Party? Yes, it is. I'm kind of excited for the hardcover because I'm always afraid with, paperback that I'm going to bend it or rip it.
Hardcover doesn't have a price tag, yeah. Okay.
So definitely check him out. JonathanAshline.com. Jimmy likes anything hard. You know it, baby.
I mean, his license plate says it all.
Another thing that I'm looking forward to before we're done here is I've been waiting for a very, very long time for the second installment of The Last Hacker. It got pushed back a little bit because of some technical difficulties, but it's finally in the process of shipping.
Ooh.
The label's printed. They're just waiting for it at the Texas UPS or USPS.
Texas Day Brazil.
Yeah.
What came to my mind when you said
Yes, it's waiting at the Texas Day Brazil.
I need to go to bed. This is bad.
But it's something that I've been looking forward to for a while. It's going to come with a thumb drive that has all sorts of cool fake hacking stuff on it and how to program stuff. So that'll be fun. So once I get that and I have a chance to read it or listen to it, I'll definitely be talking about that more.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what actually happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably won't actually listen to it, but you will. Oh, and then Wednesday is payday for us, right?
Yes.
So, what are you buying on payday?
Comes with a virus to take down big tech. Well, we should go to Texas Day Brazil sometime. No. Your treat.
Your
sir.
treat.
Or Jonathan's treat.
No.
But that whole take down big tech thing, that could be it because the book is the first book was basically about AI taking over the world. So
He's a big successful.
he is a big successful author. He's had 3 very successful Kickstarter campaigns. Katie, yeah, you got to pay Mama B back for her car repairs.
I have to get paid first, Mom. Installments. I'm not a big successful author here.
But no, on payday, I am getting my copy of Diablo 4. I know I'm a little late in getting it, but I'm looking forward to it all the same.
So because you're buying that,
Yep.
what do I get out of it?
She gets books.
I get books.
Successful is relative.
You're successful in my eyes, Jonathan.
Not worth a cent. I know. I'm getting it just so I can play it with some of the guys.
So we can be cool is really
So I
what
can
he's
be
trying
cool,
to say.
but I'll be playing it a little bit here and there. I won't be deep diving into it right away because
Thank God.
I have a lot of stuff that I have to do in a game called World of Warcraft. I know both of your brothers play. Does Katie know how much it is? Yes, she does.
That's the price of books I get to buy.
So she gets maybe 2.5 books.
I don't know what planet you guys are on.
How much? It's I believe it was $79.
Barnes & Noble on Amazon. Here I come. Okay. I need to go to bed.
Okay, yeah, you do have to work in the morning.
I get to work at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow. So.
Yeah, for the base. Yeah, I probably wouldn't get anything too crazy just because I can't see using all of the extra stuff. The only thing I'd care about is anything it has for World of Warcraft.
You also have to work in the morning, Kev? Yeah.
Alright.
Adulting sucks.
So I'm going to end the stream and then pop in on another stream. That way they're on 2 different VODs. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. One last day, Mama B.
One last day. Yes. One last day and then you get to retire. Yay!
But I'm gonna swap over and we're gonna play some games if Kevin has enough time. If not, I'll just play some WoW, play with myself, on WoW.
Night Yahoo. Yahoo!
Well, I'm sure that Yahoo is very excited that you said goodnight to them. Patent pending.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe they'll sponsor me.
I think he needs to go to bed more than I do at this point. Thank you, John.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. I'm swapping over, and I'll see you on the flip side. All clear?